Hi everybody, this is Gigi again from Kauai Community College. This video is going to be a tutorial video on how to graph functions and find intersection. The motivation is from this problem here where we had to graph these two functions. Okay, so let's take a look. In the earlier video, I said go ahead and skip over and pretend like you know how to graph so that we can do the calculus, right? But here in this video, I will show you how to actually find the intersection between two curves. Okay, so first we have to deal with this function right here, this g of x. Okay, so g of x being absolute value of 2x, right? Now the absolute value of 2x is going to be itself, which is 2x if x is positive, or if x is greater than or equal to 0, and it is going to be its opposite if x is less than or equal to 0. Okay, so that's the piecewise function of an absolute value. So when we are graphing, we're going to go ahead and sketch the graph here. When we are graphing, we can see that one of them is, the vertex is right here, right? One of them is going to be over 1 up 2, and it looks like this. That's the positive 2x, and then this other one is the negative 2x, looks like that, right? Now that's the absolute value graph. That's the sketch of it, right? Now for this other one, I would write f of x is equal to negative x squared plus 3x plus 6. Now, you know that's a parabola and it's going to be open downward because it has a negative in front of the x squared, right? But how do you actually sketch the graph of that, and where's the vertex? Well, the good thing is here, we know how to complete the square, right? So let's rewrite this as y equals negative x squared plus 3x plus 6. And we're going to move everything over. This is cleaning the closet problem. If you have heard of that analogy before, move the 6 over since I don't need to deal with the 6, right? And then I am going to divide by negative 1 because I really want x squared. And then that would be negative 3x. Then I am going to go ahead and add in the missing number to make that a perfect square. And the missing number would be a half of 3 squared, which is 9 over 4. If I add 9 over 4 to the left-hand side, I have to go and add 9 over 4 to the whatever side it is, the other side. Okay, so now this becomes, right here, this becomes a perfect square, and that would be x minus 3 over 2 square. Now that I have a perfect square right there on the right hand side, I'm going to go ahead and move everything over, right? So this is why we say that's like cleaning the closet. Put everything over, clean your closet, and then now let's put them back. The plus 9 over 4 will become minus 9 over 4 on this side. Okay, and then I'm going to have to say multiply both sides by negative 1. So this is negative right here, and that's positive right here, and that will undo this negative 1 there. Okay, and then I'm going to add the 6 over. So that would be y equals negative x minus, this is 1 and a half squared plus this right here is 4 and a half. 4 and a half plus 6 is, that's not 4 and a half. Hello. 9 over 4 is 2 and a quarter. I don't know what I was thinking. 2 and a quarter. I think I was thinking 9 over 2, but it was 9 over 4. So that's 2 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter plus 6 is 8 1/4. So then the vertex of this parabola is shifted to the right 1 1/2 and up 8 1/4, right? So it's somewhere right here, 1 1/2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1/4, somewhere up here, right? And it is going to go upside down. So it's gonna go like this, upside down like that. Okay, and then the question that you may ask then is, how do we know where these two intersect when we actually only are sketching, right? Well, that's when you use your algebra. Okay, remember that this one right here is y equals negative 2x, and this one right here is y equals positive 2x, right? So you have to actually solve the equation to find the intersection. So on the left portion there, okay, that intersection comes from, we would say, comes from the equation negative x squared plus 3x plus 6 is equal to negative 2x. Okay, and the one on the right hand side would be from the equation negative x squared plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 2x. Okay, and of course when you solve for a quadratic equation, you will get two solutions, right? And then one of them doesn't make sense, so you take the other. In this case, when you solve using the quadratic equation, you will have x is equal to something there that doesn't make sense, and negative 1, which you will take. Okay, and then this right here, when you solve for x, you will get something there that doesn't make sense, and 3. Then you will say, I will take 3 because that makes sense in my graph, right? So here, the intersection is at 3 on the right hand, on the right, and at negative 1 on the left, and that would be where your integrals are from negative 1 to 3. But then, you know, we are going to have to split them because this left right here has a different height when you're building your rectangle, and then this right hand side right here has a different height because the functions are written differently, right? So that's why you have to split into two integrals, one from the negative 1 to 0 and the other one from 0 to 3. And that is the algebra behind example 2.